Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I want to share with you guys some lazy hacks. I get super lazy when it comes to dinner time. A lot of the time, I just do not want to cook. I want to find an easier way, or sometimes I'm just dragging out like a frozen pizza or something like that. So I wanted to do some type of like hack that you guys can use on a weekly basis that would save you time in the kitchen. Most of these things that I am going to be showing you and cooking, it's like super fast and easy. It's probably things that you have in your fridge or freezer already anyways. We're just trying to be creative about what we're making and trying to get dinner on the table in like less than 30 minutes. So I hope that you guys like this video. Let's get started. We're going to start off with this kind of like a hack for enchiladas. So the first thing we're going to need is some refried beans, and I just did the canned ones. And of course, we actually prefer the ones that are homemade, but I was just trying to make this super easy for us and super easy for you guys. So just grab a can of refried beans, and then I'm going to need about a 12-pack of chicken or beef taquitos, kind of whatever you want to do. I decided to do chicken. We prefer chicken, so we went with chicken. And I'm just layering these out, and it was like the perfect amount there. I have this green enchilada sauce. So since we're using chicken, I want to do more of like a green enchiladas. And then I just topped it with some mozzarella. About 2 cups of mozzarella is about perfect. Make sure it's nice and even right on top. And then I place this in the oven at 400 degrees for about 15 to 20 minutes. And I just wanted to make sure that the taquitos were nice and cooked through. Everything was nice and crispy. It's all bubbling. It is ready to go. I was really unsure about this one, to be honest with you guys. I thought that my kids would not like it. I honestly thought, oh, this is just going to end up in the trash. I really don't know about it. But my kids were in love with it. They were amazed at how good it was. I was flabbergasted on how delicious it was. You guys, this is a must try. I think next time I'm going to do some beef ones with like the red enchilada sauce on top. This was so easy to throw together. This was seriously a delicious meal. Next, I'm going to be making some pork chops in the crock pot. So I have this big thing of pork chops because, we're a big family. So we're going to probably need all those. I just placed them at the very bottom of my greased crock pot. I'm going to throw in some potatoes so we have like a little bit of a side to go with it. And then I'm just going to sprinkle about 3 tablespoons of ranch seasoning all over the potatoes and all over the pork. And then I'm going to need about 1 tablespoon to 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. I really didn't want to do a whole lot because I really don't like the taste of that, but it does go well with a lot of things if you mix it together with different ingredients. But I typically don't want to add too much because I don't like the flavor of it. I'm also going to add half of a stick of butter. And then I'm going to drizzle just a little bit of some olive oil right on top of that. Or if you want to do avocado oil, that's fine too. I just let this cook on a high heat for about 4 hours. I'm taking out all the potatoes and all of the pork chops. And that's all. I paired it with a little bit of some corn on the side. This is what we had. It was actually really good. I was very surprised. The reviews were saying that it wasn't very good, so I was kind of skeptic on it, but it turned out really good. The only thing is that my pork was a little bit on the dry side, so I probably just wouldn't cook it as long, maybe 3.5 hours on high heat. Next, we're going to be doing this like lazy lasagna. I think you guys are really going to like this one. The first thing we're going to need to do is get a whole pound of Italian sausage and just cook that up until it's nice and brown and cooked through. And if you want to drain off any excess grease, that is completely up to you. If not, just let it stay in the skillet. And then we're going to add a 24 to 32 ounce jar of marinara sauce. I always like to put a little bit of water. That way I get all the marinara out. Giving that a good mix through. I didn't put any Italian seasoning in it because it's Italian sausage and it has plenty of Italian seasonings. It's really flavorful. Like the sausage is going to flavor that marinara sauce up right away. I'm going to put this into thirds. So I'm going to give it like a little bit of a bottom layer. I'm just going to Make sure that that's nice and even as possible. And then I have this cheese ravioli. It's just one of like the smaller bags that I got from Walmart. And I'm going to layer this out to where there's 12 pieces of ravioli on each little layer that we're going to do. I'm going to sprinkle in some mozzarella cheese. You can do like an Italian type of a cheese, whatever you guys prefer. And then I'm just going to top it and give it another layer of that marinara and sausage mixture. And I'm just going to keep repeating the process. So I'm going to add more ravioli and then more mozzarella, basically until it's all gone. So I think I do 3 to 4 layers is what I end up doing into all that ravioli. It was like a perfect amount of ravioli for my 9x13 pan. And then I ran out of mozzarella cheese, so I had to go and get a little bit more. But that's okay. I always have cheese in the fridge, so I can always top it with whatever I have in the fridge. And I gave it a good topping there. I also wanted to use a little bit of Parmesan cheese. I love the flavor of Parmesan cheese, so just about a half a cup right on top of our mozzarella cheese. I'm going to place this in the oven at 350, and I'm going to let it cook for about 40 minutes until it's nice and cooked through. And I did put foil over this. I just didn't show it to you in the video, but I did put foil, and this is kind of what it looks like after it's all done. We just paired it with like a salad. I think we had a little bit of bread on the side. I'm typically not too keen on ravioli. It's been a long time since I had ravioli, but this turned out pretty good. We were pretty impressed with it, and it was just a really good, fast and easy Italian meal. The next thing we're going to get started on is a taco pizza. Taco pizzas is one of those fast and easy meals that you can make, and it is so easy, so delicious. So I'm just going to go ahead and grind up a pound of ground beef, and I put it in the microwave just a little bit too long because the edges were starting to get brown. So I'm going to brown this up, and you can leave the grease, you can not. It's kind of whatever your preference is. Typically on like taco stuff, I like to kind of leave a little bit of grease in there, but I did take out most of the grease. I just used a paper towel and got the grease out that way. I'm just going to stir up some taco seasoning with it and then set that to the side. In a cookie sheet, I'm going to go ahead and spray that, and I have some pizza dough that I'm going to be using. I'm just going to flatten that out because they come out really thick. So I'm going to flatten that out, get it to how we like it to be. And then I have this taco sauce that we're going to be using. So I'm going to spread that out. My husband does not like a lot of taco seasoning, so I'm not going to use a whole lot. And then I'm just going to put all of our ground beef and taco mixture all over our dough. And then I like to put a little bit of cheese, but if you want to leave that off until the dough is completely cooked through, I think that one is a little bit better because I end up topping it with some cheese afterwards anyways. But it's kind of whatever you guys prefer to do. I cooked this in the oven at 400 degrees for about 10 to 15 minutes until the dough was completely cooked through. And then, like I said, I topped it with a little bit more cheese. I have this sauce that I use from Taco Bell. It's kind of on the spicy side. It's like a ranchero sauce, but it's really good. But it is kind of spicy. So if you don't like the spicy, definitely omit that, but it is delicious. This is a fast and easy meal. Your kids are gonna love it. It's absolutely delicious. Now we're going to be doing my husband's ultimate favorite meal of all time. He loves this cracked chicken. So to a crock pot, I'm going to need about 2.5 pounds of chicken. I just put that at the very bottom after I have greased it. Okay, now I need about an ounce of ranch seasoning. So I'm just kind of eyeing it, and I'm putting in about an ounce. I need 1 block of cream cheese. And then I'm going to put the lid on. I'm going to let that cook on a high heat for about 4 hours, or if you want to do a low heat for about 6 hours. This comes out so tender. It's just lovely. The cream cheese and the chicken just mix beautifully together. It's not too dry or anything. It's just perfect. So I'm just mixing it all together, getting that chicken all nice and shredded through, and that cream cheese, making sure that that melted through properly. I'm going to add another cup of like a Fiesta blend of cheese, also a cup of diced up bacon, giving that a good stir. Okay, and then once all of that has melted through, it's done. And it's so tasty. It's just so delicious. You can have it by itself. I prefer having it more of like a sandwich. And then we paired it with like some French fries and some baked beans and called it good. So fast and easy. Put this in the crock pot, and then a couple hours later, it's ready to go. Super fast and easy dinner. So, so delicious. Okay, the last thing I wanted to share with you guys is a bacon chicken ranch wrap. You guys, this is so simple and so easy, and you actually don't even have to cook this in the oven. You could put like the chicken strips right into the microwave, so it's a little bit faster. I decided to cook them for 20 minutes like the package says to do. So they come out pretty crispy, and then I just put those off to the side. I'm just making my wraps with some lettuce, some ranch. I have my favorite tortillas ready to go, and then some cheese and some bacon. It's super simple. I just layered my my ranch first, and my kids let me know that it was not very ranchy, so you can always add a lot more ranch than I did. And then I have my bacon and my cheese. Now, it was really hard to put together because my tortillas were a little bit on the dry side. I should have nuked them in the microwave for like 10 seconds or something. But you guys, so good. I loved this meal. My kids were like in love. They're like, oh yes, we're having wraps. They were so excited. Such a good fast meal. Thanks so much for watching this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed these meals. I love fast and easy meals, so I'm so glad that you guys suggested these meals because they were so easy to put together. I loved them. So thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.